We had a moment, it was very, like, it's hard, but it's life, where there was a collective of us, 7, 8, not all of us. We were alone and we took some time, we took a moment. And we were just present, we were very quiet, we had a moment of silence, there were some crows, some elements of movement with water and wind and all that sort of stuff. We just slowed right down and were present. And this is, in a roundabout way, probably the most important session for me anyway, which is why I want to deliver the emphasis of how important this is in life to all of you. And together we have this. Things that are long are disheartening, hard. You're going all the way back to the car park, like that's after you've already technically conceded. It's fucking hard, man. It's not like, oh yeah, I can go to a gym and sit on a roll for 20 minutes. There is a point A to point B, and it's like there's nothing. Things that are long and it's a metric that is measured can be disheartening. Hard. And this is the thing, like we look at these achievements we have, but sometimes looking at the complete end of the line, it's hard to get your head around, and it can be disheartening, just like the hills, but focusing on that moment, getting over that hill. It's the same, mate. When we came back, I can't believe how close I came to crashing because of how downhill the course actually was coming back. It's unreal. And I'm saying you didn't get to experience it, Rick, but there's different things that we all take out of this trip. There are things that are inside of RDM that some of you dads need that we've spoken, Grant, you don't necessarily need, but there are definitely things that you need in this group that maybe some of the other dads don't need. And this is the power. And the power is having that awareness and that ability and looking and going, well, it is a long game. This is a long game. The journey is the destination. Now, when we look at this is what you're going to be living all the time. But it's important to understand that whilst you're living this all the time, there's an element of power or pitfalls that you can put yourself into in what is the most important thing in your life, which means it holds a lot of value. Your journey holds a lot of value. I said at the start, this weekend's going to go incredibly fast, and there'll be an element of sadness when I'm in the car, and it's not because Grant's with me. I really enjoyed coming down with the fellas, actually. It was really good. It was awesome. Yeah, yeah. All jokes aside, it was actually really good. There will be an element of sadness. Because the journey itself is something that we're living in the now. We constantly live in the now. This is our life. There is, like I said when we had our moment, there is no past. That's a memory of nows that you've experienced. There is no future. That's a foresight or a fantasy of nows that you wish to experience. Or maybe your concerns you might experience. You let fear, worry, doubt creep in. So if this is the key, reverse engineer to that, laying back on my deathbed going, I gave it everything, man, and here we are. It's okay. We must again take the foundation of asking the question, well, what type of journey do I want to have then? Like what are the type of nows that I want to have? And if I'm investing in myself to grow and move forward, these nows will actually make slightly better nows to come. So instead of where do I want to go, where do you want to be, what do you want out of life, why are you here, what type of journey do I actually want to have? And we'll break it down in our books. We'll go through it all. 12 months, quarterly, monthly. Well, how are you going to be inspired to have this? How? And this is where there's the whole dichotomy of all of this when we're looking at taking our focus off the destination but then using it for leverage where we want to. With that. Everything happens for a reason, fellas. I don't care what your opinion is. You can question those reasons, especially when they're tough. But ultimately, people think that they can avoid what Grant said was going to be the outcome. I'll be right. Sweep my head under a rug. Turn a blind eye. Bury the head in the sand. Came for you earlier. Might come at 53. Might come for someone at 65. Might come at 78. The intensity might be different. I'm telling you, the outcome of destination that you do not desire, which is filled with regret and riddled with a poor legacy you can no longer leave because the time's gone, your children, your family, will become real. It will become your truth. Even if you own it, it's too fucking late.